Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Elias and welcome back to Feed the Beast Pyramid Reborn. In the last episode, we were working around the base a little bit. We got power, I think, got power situated a little bit better. Started making, let's see, we made biomass. We're getting that set up so that we can mass produce that, which we don't have that much yet, but how much is it we need? We need like 30 buckets? Or is it 300 buckets? It's one of the two. Do I have any fences on me? No. Let's see. RF. Crafting grid. There's biomass. We need 50 buckets. So, not that difficult. But today, as you can see, I expanded the platform a little bit that way. Excuse me. And we are going to be working on a couple of different things. So, first things first, I need to finish getting this bog earth taken care of. Worst case scenario, I'll just pick it up. It's not that much of a loss. The other thing that I want to work on real quick is we have a pasture seed. How difficult is it going to be to get into Britannia? Shouldn't be that bad, actually. We do have bone meal that we can use. We have a bunch of dirt, and what I want to do, there wasn't anything else that we got, was there? Let's see. No, not really. I believe the pasture seed was a reward. Wasn't it? Was it one? Oh no, we got that in a chest in the nether, I believe. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of an area for grass. Eventually we'll be able to get Silk Touch and just pick up one of these guys. I don't plan on destroying this grass, so that'll always be there. But we're going to, and eventually we'll be able to get pasture seeds. That won't be a problem either. So I have this area back here, and I have it a little ways off. The reason being is I want to start getting farm animals. So we're gonna 4, 5. Let's see, that's 25 by 25. For right now, that should be good enough. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna start getting farm animals, or trying to, anyways. Now this is gonna do a couple things for us. One, it's gonna make it easier for us to get power. If we can get just one farm animal, we can make a Culinary Generator, and from there we can make food a little bit easier. So let's just break this row as well, and we'll get more grass later, but this will spread pretty quickly, and then we can expand it even more just by watering canning. And here's the thing, if we just set over here in water can, I do believe that we will get some tall grass and potentially even flowers, which is really nice. But we'll see if this gives us any animals. That is the goal. And last one. There we go. Alright, so we'll just step away and see if any animals spawn while we do other things. So that is the plan, that is the hope at least, and we can just continue doing our normal farming of resources. We are pretty set on most things, so I'm not too worried about a lot of different things. But today, unfortunately, we are going to have to get into the thing that I despise the most, and we're going to need rubber saplings for this. IC2. I have a love-hate relationship with IC2. So not that. Usage. Is this what I can put into? No. It's the wheat into the fermenter. So we'll get some more wheat into the fermenter. Get some more stuff, biomass, and that'll work and do its thing. So we are going to be starting into IC2, and IC2 is going to require a lot, and I mean a lot of iron. That's the biggest thing that IC2 is going to require. So we're going to get started on that in a moment. Actually, can't I just do this? No? Okay. I do have to chisel it back. I wondered. Alright, so let's... Is this full? Oh wow, that's pretty close to being full. Let's go ahead and get into IC2 a little bit. So, what all are we going to need? Well, we're going to need a couple of different things. First of all, we're going to need some sort of generator for power. And actually, before we even get into anything, we need to set down a rubber tree. And I'm going to just use my watering can to grow it. Should be pretty quick. And it was. So now we're going to take a little bit of wood, and we're going to make a tree tap. And the tree tap is important because this will allow us to get, well, it's going to allow us to get this stuff, get some more rubber saplings right here. Sticky resin. And right here, actually. So we have 6. That is enough for now. And then this stuff just goes in here, and it will smelt up into rubber. And rubber is incredibly important because it's required to make these circuits. Now, one of the first things what we're going after is this induction furnace. In order to get this, we're going to need steel, which requires the blast furnace and some other things. We're going to need the compressor for that. We're also going to need advanced alloys and carbon plates. And honestly, all of this is going to be made easier if we get a couple more machines. One of the first things that I want is to get the extractor. The extractor is an interesting little machine. Pretty easy, and we can actually go ahead and make it right now. And that's going to pretty much make our rubber usage a lot easier. Now, I can either make the forge hammer, or I can make the engineer's hammer. I think the engineer's hammer is going to be the smarter choice if I have any string, which I don't. So we're going to make the forge hammer. It's pretty easy. And there we go, forge hammer. Now we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 plates to begin with. And then we're going to need some copper. That's the other thing we're going to need a lot of. All right, you can stop making dirt. That's enough dirt for now. And go back. Let's make some more copper. So what we're going to be making is tree fluid. That's something completely different. So we need a basic machine casing. That's the first thing. Easy enough. And then we're also going to want a circuit. So in order to get this, we're going to need copper cable, which we need the cutters, which more iron, and then we're going to need some copper plates. I actually don't know. Looks like one more copper plate. And then we take our rubber, which is in here, and we're going to need a little bit of redstone. We have probably close to enough. And we can make our first circuit. There we go. So that plus we're going to need 5 logs. So we can make 4 tree taps. And then we should be able to go ahead and make the extractor. Now, this is kind of useless to us right now because we don't have... Hey, that's mature. Those two are getting close. So the extractor is kind of useless right now because we don't have anything to... well, we don't have anything to, like, power it. So we need to make a generator. That's the next thing. The generator, that we're gonna make is just a standard generator. We're gonna need some tin, and is it just one more piece of rubber? Yes. And then some more iron. So we're gonna need to make an iron furnace. Now, do I have to use plates for this? Evidently. So let's get 8 plates, and we'll make basic machine casing, and then we're gonna need 3 tin. We'll turn all of these into plates, and then 2 of them into item casings, and 1 of them into wires. And then we need more rubber, which this has regenerated. So you can kind of see an outline of that little circle right there. As long as you don't fully clean it out, it will regenerate over time. So that's why I'm not taking more. And yeah, you shouldn't do that. So let's just put 1 in here. That'll be all we need to make the generator. So the other thing we're going to want to do, so we can put that away, we're going to want 10 item casings, some redstone, make a reusable battery, and then there's our generator, which is tier 1 power. Now this will transfer power right next to the block. So we fuel this and it will generate power in here. And we're gonna need some more stuff. So we're gonna need more charcoal, some more tree chopping, and leaf harvesting, and sapling placing. The cycle continues. The rice is not growing very fast. I wonder if that's intended or what, but let's go ahead and put most of the stuff in here. The first charcoal I will take out, and we'll just go ahead and switch it out. I want to make some more redstone, I think. And yeah, this guy will go ahead and just, whoops, switch him into the tiny charcoal. And then this stuff can actually power the generator. And for the time being, I would suggest the best way to do this is to go ahead and use the tiny charcoal. It's going to fill this guy up, and then it's not going to overflow. IC2 has a bad habit of, if there's too much fuel, the generator likes to go ahead and use the entire piece of fuel, even if it's not going to fully clean up like the so let's say it's this generator is full 4K VU, and we have some tiny charcoal in there, and we use just a little bit of power, let's say 0.1, even though 1 tiny charcoal is going to give a lot more power than 0.1K EU, the generator is going to go ahead and use that. But now we can take the sticky resin and put it in here, and this is going to use quite a bit of power. For right now, we don't have much that we can generate at this point, but we'll get there. And I keep accidentally hitting U, which moves the timer, which doesn't matter too much to me, but it's kind of nice to have. So each one of these guys will give you 3 rubber. So this is a much faster way of doing things. Now, what we're going to want to do, see, like, it's basically full, and it's going to kind of waste the power, but we'll see. It doesn't really matter too much for me. All this stuff is renewable, and plus it's giving me RF, so I don't care. So next thing I want to do is we're going to go ahead and make some more copper cables. And I think the next thing to make would be, let's go ahead and make the metal former, which I don't think I have on here. No. So the metal former is going to save a lot of forge hammer usage and cutter uses, and it's going to actually be a little bit more efficient. So how bad is this? Bronze items, we're going to need 2 of these. That's not too bad. Bunch of copper. Alright, that's not bad at all. So we need 3 of these to begin with, so that we can make our, let's see, 1, 2. So that we can make our circuit board. So there's the electronic circuit. We're also going to need some bronze, some more bronze. So let's grab some tin. Let's see, we're going to need 5 bronze. Oops, that's iron, not tin. So we just need 2. And 1, 2, 3. So there is all of that. Go ahead and put that stuff away. And we'll need... I've used up all my wood. Let's turn that into a bunch of tiny charcoal. Looks like we need to get a little bit more wood. Should not be too much of an issue. We can... watering can. I want some more wheat as well, so we can make some more wheat juice. And there we go. That should be enough. Cool. So let's just try to get a little bit more wood. We don't need much, but once we can get just a small amount more, we can go ahead and make the item casings, the metal former rather. We have the item casings, we can make the rest of the stuff for it. So that is taken care of. We can always tree tap this guy some more. Get some more sticky resin. Turn that into rubber. And yeah, that'll help make machines a lot faster. So let's take that out because I don't want to actually use any more power. We just take 4 guys like so. We're going to make chests. These guys get turned into toolboxes, which I don't know the actual use for the toolboxes. I just use them for the metal former. Now we need 8 iron plates. And then we need, how many coils? We need 3 coils, which is going to be, let's see, there's 8, there's 12. 12 copper plates, and then we cut all of that. And you know what, we're going to go ahead and make 1 more chest for all the IC2 stuff that we're not using anymore. So we'll just put that right here. And we can put this stuff away. So all of the copper cables, 3 iron, and here is the tool forge, or metal former. So we do need, I lied, we need 1 more set of this stuff so that we can make some more wires. And there we go. So now this is going to kick on, power up our machines, and now we can put this stuff away. So I don't need the tin cable. Now this guy has 2 forms. We can extrude, well, 3 forms actually. We can extrude, roll, or cut. Extruding is really good because 1 piece of copper, instead of getting 1 copper plate and then from there getting 2 wires, will just immediately give us 3 wires. Rolling, we can do that and it will automatically make plates for us, and we're gonna need some plates. So I think the next thing we want to make is the compressor. which is just stone and all of this stuff. So there is 2. There we go. So we'll just let that run. It's not going to be very efficient on power, but that's fine. We'll live. Let's go ahead and chop down another tree. And we need some stone, which we should have. And then we're going to need redstone cables, all that fun stuff. We're going to need just a little bit more rubber. Alright, so before we do anything else, I want to extrude one more copper cable. Actually, let's do 3 more. And we'll start making the compressor. The compressor is going to allow us to do a couple of different things. One, we're going to need it later for making the advanced alloys. And we're also going to need it for making steel. So there's a circuit. This is done. Get 3 more. We're going to need them. So I think we're going to need more iron. So let's go ahead and get that. So yeah, that'll do its thing. Gonna take those out and just fill this guy with as much power as he'll take. Whoa. Did the wrong thing. I actually don't want the HV cable. It's not useful to us. Not at this point anyways. Grab this bog earth. This guy is the only one left. Eventually he'll grow into a some peat. So you do need to make sure the metal former is on the correct setting. But this will give us all the stuff we need for the compressor, and then we'll need to make the macerator as well. So this can be taken care of. And then we can just do that again. So there's one machine. Just trying to power through all of these IC2 machines. And then stone. So there's the compressor. So that goes there. And this guy, like I said, is going to be required to make the advanced alloys, because these guys need to be compressed. The mixed metal ingots, which are not bad to make. It's going to require some bronze and all that kind of fun stuff, but we're pretty much there. But we're also going to need it for the blast furnace. So in order to use the blast furnace, we need compressed air. And in order to get that, we need the universal cells. I think it's called an empty cell. Are these? Yes, so a universal fluid cell. So we need 10 item casings and glass panes. Do we have any glass paint? No, but we can make some. So we're going to want a few of these. And we're going to want the 10. So let's just get a bit of it. Let's see. Let's get one more 10. And actually, we don't even need that much. That's a little bit too much. But we can go ahead and do this. Break the tool, the forge hammer, and then this will give us what, half a stack? 16? 16? No, 4. It's a 1-to-1. Alright, well, that's good to know. We're out of power. Great. Alright, so we need to make more charcoal. There are other generators, but I don't know which ones are going to be the best for us at this point. So throw that in there. Just because, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just because, like, a lot of this stuff is going to require quite a bit of, like, we're going to require quite a bit of power to do all this. So it's just one of those things of how much can we get away with doing now and how much can we, like, just wait on. So we need to make another circuit, one of these guys, and then we do need some flint. That's something I hadn't thought about. We can get flint from 3 gravel, so that is definitely something we can do here. So we just need a little bit more gravel. This guy is gonna need 1 more of those. And let's see, the compressor can go ahead and start compressing air. And we can get some more trees. Always a cycle. Always the same things. So with that, we can get some more charcoal and all that kind of fun stuff. Have a little bit more. And I'm just going to go ahead and throw these straight into here. Now the other option to get steel, by the way, is the coke oven. Not coke oven, the blast furnace. Blast bricks from IC2. But those requires blaze powder and nether bricks, which I don't know how we're going to be getting. We'll probably be getting that from like actual quest reward or something like that, I would imagine. So there's the 3 flint, machine frame, this guy, and I believe it's just cobblestone. Yep, there's the macerator. So we can put that away. We can put these guys away. Peat, by the way, could be used as fuel. We can also turn it into ash. I don't really know what's going to be the best way to use it. We could go ahead and we'll see how well it works in there. So there is the next set of stuff. We're going to want some more wires, and we're going to want them to be insulated. So let's go ahead and deal with this. And cool. So what's the next thing we need to make? We need to make them. Okay, so we have the macerator. That's going to be important soon enough. But we need to make the blast furnace to get steel. This is a bunch of rubber and some copper plates. So we're going to need 3 copper plates. We literally need 1 more piece of rubber, just a single piece of rubber. So, let's see, macerator goes down, and then we need the blast furnace, and then we need the heater. I've got to remember what that one's called. What is it called? It is electric heater. Yeah, this guy. So we're gonna need even more rubber. So electric heater, and that will also require power, but the blast furnace does not. So we might need some more stuff. We'll see. How well does this do? We'll see. It might do really well. I don't know. But we have some universal air, with some universal fluid cells full of air. That's good. There's the last little bit of that. We're gonna want this all. 16. Yeah, that's good. Hey, we got a cow. That is actually great. Let's go kill that cow, and then we can make culinary generators and make power a little bit better. Over here, we also have a chicken. We'll keep the chicken for now. We have 2 chickens. Let's kill one chicken. We'll keep the cow. So the culinary generators, let's go ahead and break this guy. So if we look at the uses of this, with any sort of wheat or anything like that, plus some sort of cooked food product, we can make culinary generators. And they are so much better than these guys. They run off of food instead of anything else. And honestly, here soon we'll be able to make a decent amount of food. So that is even better. We can always make wheat juice. And I don't know if we can do anything with seeds right now, but I'm sure we will be able to later. Alright, so we need to get more rubber. Alright, with the cooked chicken. And I need some more wheat. I kind of forgot already. So let's get this taken care of. So we have one. Let's go ahead and put it right here so I can see. There's two. We just need 5 wheat, and then we'll be able to make... Are you not going to grow? Are you too dark or something? No idea. Oh no, he's growing now. I'll do that and just see what happens, but we have enough wheat for the culinary generator. I just need a little bit of redstone. And this will make getting supplies a little bit faster as well. So like so. And there's the culinary generator. So with that, we just place that here. And we just gives you almost 20,000 RF. Whereas in here, charcoal is a lot less. Well, not a lot less, but a decent amount less. But the thing is wheat juice is a lot easier to get. So we don't have to worry about it. That is full now. So we're going to want to do this. We're going to need the electric heater and the blast furnace, which both of these require some iron item casings. And alright, so we'll need this guy. And you know what, that's good for right now. Let's get some... Let's see, we're gonna need like 6, 13. So we need 7. Alright, so with that, let's go ahead and get this taken care of. I need redstone, of course. And 10 item casings. There's the RE battery. This heat conductor, we need a little bit more rubber. We're going to need even more soon enough. Because we're going to need to make more of these things. These heat... No, we need coils. That's right. These heat conductors, we don't need that many of. And then we need this. Wow, we're gonna need a lot of stuff still, but we're getting there. One of the biggest things is we need more rubber. So let's see, we're gonna need to make one basic machine casing for the blast furnace. And you know what, let's make that first, the blast furnace itself. I think all 7 will be fine. Let's take 1 out for the time being. And we have more rubber yet. Is this producing a decent amount of power? That is filling up, which is great. Cool. So a lot of things are happening, but it's going to take a little bit of time. That is a Good bit of rubber. That's good. So we'll throw that in there. And on this guy, we should be able to make the blast furnace. There we go. So there's the actual blast furnace. I believe we want to put it like that. And then the air goes in there. We can go ahead and compress the air back. And now that that is done, we're going to need a good bit of copper extruded. So that we can make wires, and then we're also going to need other stuff. We have a bunch of trees we can go ahead and chop down now and continue the cycle. So this is, I want to get the blast furnace up and running because that's going to take a while to heat up and give us all of the steel that we're going to need. It's going to take a bit of time. So I want to go ahead and get that started now rather than later. And that way between episodes we can have that running and not have to worry about it. So let's go ahead and get some more power. Alright, so a bunch of oak wood. Getting the animals was actually really nice. I think that was the good play to do at this point, just because we're gonna need them for one, but to have them this early allows us to get the Culinary Generator, and that is so much better than the furnace generators, especially as we expand and get better food. So this is gonna be struggling for power, as is this. Let's actually take that out. We have enough air, and then this is going to require, we're going to only need 4 steel for right now, so that's all I'm going to make, and then as we need more I will make more. Alright, so we need, what all do we need? So we have that available to us. We have 1 more iron plate that we need to make, and then 3 copper plates, plus the last of the rubber. And let's grab a bunch of charcoal, and there we go. So eventually we might have, depending on how involved IC2 is going to be in all of this, we might need to come back and make more IC2 stuff, but we might not at the same time, so hard to tell. At this point, I need 1 more iron plate. Okay, so that's easy enough to get. And then we'll switch it to extrude mode, and we'll make a bunch of copper wires, because we need to make the copper coils. That actually will impact how much heat we can produce, which will impact how fast the blast furnace goes. So let's do 8. That'll give us 3. That should be good for now. So we need this guy. Heat conductor. We have iron plate and these wires. And then we should be able to make the electric heater. And then I believe if we place it like that, this will start building heat at some point. Once it has some coils in it, I believe. It should be placed the right way. I hope it is. So we just need to do one of these. And this should give us some heat. And we're getting heat in the blast furnace. Perfect. So this is going to make steel. And honestly, that is pretty much it. So I'm going to spend some time between episodes just kind of babysitting this, getting more coils, and then making more and more stuff getting the steel and all that kind of stuff taken care of. So I think what we're gonna do is actually break this for a second, let that just kind of set. I want to get all of the coils and all that kind of stuff taken care of first, and then we'll start getting heat in here and getting the iron turned into steel. I just want to get a buffer of power, more or less. So that'll be the plan. We can also do this, get more coils so that we can get more heat transferred. So now we'll do 30 heat max, and that should make it a little bit better. I can always add more, do more, all that kind of fun stuff. And we're low on iron, so we'll just put that in there and get a bunch of iron. So I think that's going to be it for this episode. So I get plenty of power and generate a good bit of heat, and this will build up heat and start turning iron into steel. We can also compress, and it's already used the entire buffer. Of course. Alright, so just gonna be one of those things that I kind of have to babysit. So I'm gonna work on that, and next time we're gonna finish up the induction furnace, I think. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.